We are taking time this week to profile one of Maine's most notable citizens, former U.S. Senator George Mitchell, who will turn 90 this weekend.
Mitchell's record of accomplishment is remarkable, as is the story of how he went from a poor family in Waterville to the highest levels of power in America. 207's Don Carrigan talked with Mitchell and joins us now with part 2 of our special report. Hey, Don.
Hi, nice to see you. Nice to be with you. Senator Mitchell's whole life really is inspirational to all of us, and of course a testament to the value of hard work, education, and the helping hand that others offered him over time to help him get where he is. But it's also how he chose to use the opportunities that were presented and how Senator Mitchell is still working today to help Maine's current young people find their future.
I tried losing, and I have tried winning, and I want to tell you winning is a hell of a lot better.
When George Mitchell became a senator, he says he had no vision, at least then, of becoming a Democratic Party leader. But his star was rapidly rising. Mitchell led the Democratic campaign that took back control of the Senate in 1986. And he was then picked for the high-profile Iran-Contra Committee investigating actions of the Reagan administration.
Well, what I remember most about those hearings, frankly, is a Maine pride that Bill Cohen was chosen by the Republicans to serve on the committee, and I was chosen by the Democrats. So Maine was the only state in the country that had 2 senators on that committee.
But those hearings also helped Mitchell gain national fame for his lecture to Oliver North, a key player in the scandal.
It is possible for an American to disagree with you on aid to the Contras and still love God and still love this country just as much as you do. Although he's regularly asked to do so, God does not take sides in American politics.
Power changed hands in the Senate today as Democrats elected George Mitchell of Maine.
And in 1988, George Mitchell was elected Majority Leader of the Senate, one of the most powerful positions in American government, at a time of growing partisan friction.
Well, first, with respect to Senator Doe, on the day that I was elected Senate Majority Leader, within hours of my election, I called Bob Dole.
Bob Dole led the Senate Republicans. He and Mitchell were fierce political partisans, but agreed to treat each other with respect.
And when we had debates, which we often did on issues on which we disagreed, which was really almost every day, we didn't make it personal. We stuck to the issues. You can stick to the issues and not insult the person holding a different view.
So that does not seem to be the atmosphere down there now.
No, it's not. Definitely it's not.
Mitchell didn't want to dive into the current ferocious politics in Washington and in the country, though it clearly is on his mind.
It's deeply distressing, but I console myself with this thought. Life is change for every human being, for every family, for every society, for every government. Everything changes in life. And there are cycles in life.
Perhaps it's the vantage point of age and a lifetime and career facing good times and bad.
When times are tough, politics tends to get rougher. Remember, one of the most maligned presidents in our history was Franklin Roosevelt, who we now regard as one of the greatest in our history. Other, probably even more maligned, was Abraham Lincoln. And I think we're going to come out of this because Martin Luther King said, the arc of history bends toward justice. And I believe that to be true, although he should have added very slowly.
Since retiring from the Senate 29 years ago, Mitchell has tackled everything from baseball negotiations to world peace. And his role in the Northern Ireland peace accords may be the most lasting tribute to his remarkable career.
During the period of conflict, which came to be known as the Troubles, in Northern Ireland, about 3,500 people were killed in sectarian violence and nearly 50,000 injured in the 25 years since the agreement. there have been a total of 164 security-related deaths.
But then we came back to the essence of Senator Mitchell's remarkable life, his climb from poverty, his achievements in government and in peace negotiations, and in helping build Maine's next generations.
My parents had no money. They lived their entire lives on the edge of financial insecurity, but they had a dream. And their dream was that their children would get an education and have chances in life beyond what they had. And we did.
It is, he agrees, the American story, the story of many families, and Senator Mitchell says it's still possible to achieve, as he did. He is, at heart, a true believer in America.
This really is the greatest country in all of human history. So much to be proud of.
Still imperfect, he says, and still striving, but a country made better and stronger by the work he has done and the life he has led. A remarkable Mainer, a remarkable life. Everybody in our state, I'm sure, would join in wishing the senator a happy 90th birthday.
Don, thank you.